So once you've got to this page, we're finally done with the processing of your data, and you can see the metrics. So I've got some examples here up to 9, and then all of the metrics on the right. So these are all of the metrics of glycemic control that are in the international consensus. If you go to the documentation, you can read more about what each of them mean. But yes, some of them as well. For example, minimum glucose and maximum glucose aren't in there, but I just added those because I thought they were interesting. So yes, basically, so these are all of your metrics for each of the individuals. You can see here the time in range 3.9 to 7.8 millimoles, because I added that as an additional one. So that's where that sits. It's next to your standard ranges that you can see here. So basically, if you want to export this, you just press the export button here, and it will download a copy as a CSV of the data. So you can also remove these different columns by pressing this little eye with a line through it here. And then when you export, those will be the ones that you export. You can also filter by certain things or sort. For example, greater than 9 millimoles per liter, and it will just give you the ones. And if you were then to export that file, you would only get these 3 examples here. So yeah, the buttons at the top here allow you to switch the units from millimoles per liter to milligrams per deciliter. So you can see that here. So this is in milligrams per deciliter. The buttons here allow you to switch between the day and the night calculations. And you can see here with the asterisks is this will be what you've put in the previous section, in the analysis options. And if you just left it as the default, then it will be 6 in the morning till 12, 12 till 6. Yeah, so I think that's everything for this. So below this, there's a few overview figures. Basically, this is all of your CGM files that you've uploaded and the time in different ranges for each of those individuals. But this bar graph can be switched to look at different things. So for example, the glycemic events, this is the number of hypoglycemic events, number of hypoglycemic events, the other standard deviation, the area under the curve, whatever you're interested in, you can plot that as a bar graph. Below here is a box plot, and this also changes based on what you choose here. So for example, time and range, you can see it's split into the different ranges, the standard ranges in the international consensus. So yeah, if you want to download this, you can press the little camera button here, and that just downloads a copy to your downloads as a PNG file. And then you can press the next button.